What up, what up, what up, boxing fans? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's True Grit Boxing News. Chiming in with another video, man. As y'all can see, backyard vibes, backyard party to a great night of boxing, guys. I had to come on here and go ahead and speak about this fight card we just had tonight, August the 3rd. Terence the Bud Crawford versus Madrimov, and a host of other fights on this card. Man, it was a lit night of boxing, and we are gonna break it down right here on True Grit Boxing News. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, man. Support the grind. I appreciate it. Smash that like button, man. It's free. Turn your bell notification to all so that every time I drop, you will be the first to know. And here at True Grit Boxing News, we are not boxer fans. We are boxing fans, guys. Wow. Great night of boxing, guys. Look, this is not going to be a long video. I just want to chime in while I'm out here still enjoying my night. You see me, backyard vibes, projector screen. You know what I'm saying? Had to watch the fight. And it was a great night of boxing, guys. So I just want to chime in on a couple of fights that we had on the card, man. Jared Big Baby Anderson in the start, man, gets stopped tonight. Wow, I did not anticipate that. I did not see that. That was not something that I thought was going to happen. But if you go back and you watch my voiceover when I talked about this nice fight, I said Jared Big Baby Anderson going straight back could be an issue for him. His lack of defense could be an issue for him. And it showed up tonight, guys. It showed up in the worst way. Jared Big Baby Anderson gets stopped tonight. And the young king just got to go back to the drawing board. He has to brush up on those lapses on defense, man. That is the main thing that he needs to fix about his whole style. Once he does that, he'll definitely be back stronger than ever. Jared B. Baby Anderson is definitely one of them ones. He's a great fighter, but he just got some things that he needs to work on that I pointed out in my last video. And I hate to see what I point out show up live in full effect, but hey, that's why I am the best to do this shit when it comes to boxing journalism. True Grit Boxing News. I'm gonna give it to you the real, and I got a good eye for the sport. So Jared Big Baby Anderson came up short tonight, man, but hold your head high, young king. You'll be back. Going forward, El Rayo, Venezuela, and the new champion at 140 pounds, man. I did not anticipate or see that coming as well, although I knew that it was going to be a very competitive type of fight for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. But Venezuela got the nod, Very close fight, guys. Was not a robbery. I don't want to see or hear anyone talking about a robbery. That was a very close fight. I feel like Isaac won the first half, in Venezuela. El Rayo won the second half, and the last two rounds, in my opinion, I kind of gave those to Isaac. So, in my opinion, I feel like Isaac probably should have gotten the nod, should have kept his belt, on a 2-round win difference. You know what I'm saying? But the judges saw it differently, and which it was a close fight. A lot of rounds could have went either way. No robbery. Definitely was a good competitive fight. And El Rayo is the new world champion at 140 pounds, and Isaac Pitbull Cruz is no longer champion. So I wonder if that upsets the apple cart for Gervonta Tank Davis, because I definitely believe that was going to be Gervonta Tank Davis's next fight. I have no confidence that he's going to fight Shakur next. I feel like he was going to fight Isaac Pitbull if he was able to get a dub. Now, he didn't get a dub, so does that mean he's going to fight El Rayo? We shall see. Moving right along, though, because this video is not about Tank. It's about Terence, Bud, Crawford, and Madrimov. So, in the main event, man, I got to give shout out to Turkey Al Sheik, man. He put on a show, didn't he? Turkey Al-Sheik put on the show. I've always felt like, why they don't have performers come out and perform for these fights. Like, Turkey Al-Sheik made it happen. Eminem, he came out, he did his thing. Shout out to Eminem. I ain't gonna talk bad about it, but good performance, and we need to see more of that, man. Make these fights an event, guys, because that's what we saw. This wasn't just a boxing match. This wasn't just two fighters getting in the ring. This was an event. They was giving away free cars. They was doing a whole lot. Turkey Al-Sheik, man, the Prince, shout out to Prince Turkey Al-Sheik, man. He's definitely coming in the game, and he's shaking it up for all these other promoters, man. I wouldn't want to compete against him. And I have, goals of wanting to be a promoter one day, and he's definitely giving a great blueprint. I don't want to compete against him, though. That oil money be oil money in. You know what I'm saying? That Arab money is longer than train smoke. And that's why he's able to come in and do the things that he's doing. But, he's giving us the biggest and best fights. So salute to the Prince Turkey Al-Sheik. But breaking down the main event, man, Terence Bud Crawford, he had a tough task on his hand tonight, guys. But I felt like Bud won the fight fairly easy. Like, I really didn't see much that Madrimov did. Now listening to the commentators, I feel like that's why in a lot of these cases you have to turn these fights off, put them on mute, and just watch. When you got a good eye for boxing, you could just do that, because listening to them will try to sway your mind. When they put their unofficial scorecards up, it'll try to sway your mind. Those unofficial scorecards. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Bud won this fight fairly easy. You know what I'm saying? But he had very, very difficult spots. I put it like that. It was a very good chess match. Madrimov is solid. Hey, I take nothing away from Madrimov, man. That boy is solid, man. He is a good fighter. Definitely a good fighter. And I see why he's world champion. I see why he had 400 amateur fights. Madrimov is definitely nice, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know much about Madrimov besides what I could find, but Madrimov is nice, man. He's nice, and he showed that tonight. He did a very good job against a pound-for-pound great, one of the best in the sport ever. You know what I'm saying? So, Bud got the victory tonight, unanimous decision. His KO streak has been broken. I felt like there were spots that Bud probably could have, hit the gas pedal. You know what I'm saying? Could have turned it up, and he started to, but it didn't happen early. He didn't really press the gas till like the 10th round. Where he really started trying to put pressure on Madrimov. I feel like he could have done that a little earlier, but I'm not in the ring. Bud was in the ring, so it's things that he felt and he seen that I didn't see. I wasn't in there taking them punches, you know what I'm saying? But me on the outside looking in, I feel like he could have hit the gas a little bit more and could have got him out of that, because I predicted a 9th, 10th round stoppage, but it didn't happen. But very good, entertaining fight card, man. We had big fights on this card, you know what I'm saying? So very, very, very good night of boxing. This is just showing that, the lane of boxing is definitely just going to continue to grow, continue to be even greater from here. So Terence Bud Crawford is the WBA world champion at 154 pounds. He's 2-time undisputed, hands down, man. Terence Bud Crawford is the best fighter in the sport of boxing. Period. There's nobody bigger. There's nobody better. There's been a lot of talks. Turkey Al-Sheik wants to make a fight with Terence Bud Crawford and Canelo. Canelo Alvarez has a fight coming up September the 14th against Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see if Canelo is going to accept a fight against Bud. It's not Bud that's going to hold that fight up. Only Canelo will stop that fight from happening. Bud is going to accept that fight, no question. Turkey Al-Sheik has the money to make the fight happen, but is Canelo going to make the fight happen? That is the key question. And if he does, that means Bud is going to have to step up now 2 more weight classes. And, Canelo is not a very, very, very big dude. He's only 5'8". He just fights at bigger weight classes, but he is cocky, wide, strong type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just have to see. And I believe that is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, hands down. And there are other fights that are big as well. But Canelo against Bud Crawford, biggest fight. It would have been even bigger for the casual fans if Bud was able to get a knockout tonight. But Bud wasn't able to do that, you know, but it's still one of the biggest fights in the sport. So August 3rd, man, we had upsets. We had promising heavyweights taking losses, you know, so great night of boxing, man. Hey, this is boxing, man. Anything can happen. Just when you think you know what a fighter is going to do, and they'll end up going in that ring and losing. This is boxing, guys. This is boxing. So, True Grit Boxing News signing out, man. I appreciate all of the support. Continue to support me on this grind, man. Support the grind. I cannot say that enough. And I appreciate for all of you that do support the grind. I definitely appreciate you guys. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to your boy. And continue to follow me as I bring you this boxing news on a daily basis, guys. Because I'm definitely going to bring you behind the scenes footage, fight night footage. It's coming. That's a promise. Peace.